During that joint practice, Eagle safety Kevon Wallace, when Cam Newton was on the field, Cam Newton was like throwing short passes, and Kevon Wallace was quoted as saying, "Cam Newton is like laughing that Cam Newton is a check down Charlie," which I don't understand why that's an insult, because if you're checking the ball down, that means someone's still open, right? It's the check down. And he's like laughing about it. And then, Cam Newton's on the field. I'm sure Cam Newton's nickname for Kevon Wallace is Burnt Toast. Kevon Wallace, I hate to break it to you, I don't really know you that well. I don't really follow you or your story. I know you went to Clemson, and when you were drafted, everyone was like, "This is going to be the next Brian Dawkins," because you were a hard hitter at Clemson or something like that. No offense, but you're not very good. Okay? Like, I hope that I'm wrong about that. I hope you prove me wrong. But you're not very good. Again, you are what we would call cheeks. Again, I'm not athletic. I never played football. You could say, well, don't count your chickens, or don't throw bricks at glass buildings or something like that. But just from watching and the fact that you have trouble hitting the field, you're either too injury prone or you're just not good enough, and you're probably a bust. So that's just how it is. That's just that. You're just not very good. And you got exposed. But here's the thing. I'm not going to put all the blame on Kevon Wallace, because I don't think that's very fair. Because I think that Kevon Wallace is the product of awful leadership from players on this team. Awful leadership. I think that Brandon Graham, who is a 12-year veteran on this team, drafted in 2010. I think that Jason Kelce, who is a veteran on this team, drafted in 2011. Fletcher Cox, drafted in 2012. And Lane Johnson, drafted in 2013. These are, in my opinion, who I would look at and I would say, these are who I would say are the leaders of this team. But the problem is the fact that during the game, while these players were in the weeds, while these players, were getting absolutely dominated, I didn't see any of these so-called leaders go around and try to encourage these players. Because these guys play on the offensive line and defensive line. And I would say that those were the two worst areas on this team when it came to this preseason game. The defensive line leaked like a sieve, and the offensive line was just a bunch of turnstiles, right? And you could get on Joe Flacco and Nick Mullins for sucking, but the fact of the matter is, we might need these guys at some point, and we might need them to play at a high level. And let's just say that I didn't see any of these guys try to encourage them. These newer offensive leads, Nate Herbigs, these I can't even think of their names. They're just so bad. Toth might have been in. I'm not sure. The right tackle was playing very poorly. I can't even think of names right now. I'm just so frustrated about it. They were just playing horribly. And you didn't see any of these guys go, okay, this is what you should do in this situation. This is what I would have done. Try to work them out on the sideline. Try to give them some encouragement. Try to give them some advice going onto the field. No, these guys couldn't be bothered. They're just smiling for the camera. I don't know if they're real smiles or fake smiles. They can't be bothered. They've got interviews with Dave Spadaro on the sideline trying to blow smoke up this team. That's what I saw from the veteran leaders on this team. There were only 3 players who I could say cared to win this game. Cared to play well in this game. That was Kenneth Gainwell, the running back, who looked really good. He looked like he could possibly make this team. Alex Singleton, he looked really good. He's someone who I would say was more of a leader than Fletcher Cox, Lane Johnson, Jason Kelsey, Brandon Graham. I would say TJ Edwards, same thing. Those two guys were all over the field doing what they could to make sure that the Patriots didn't score. And that's honest to God what I believe. We've got a team of 4 quote-unquote leaders who still think we're Super Bowl champions and are still hung over off that Super Bowl win. Which they should be commended for helping us win that Super Bowl. But what are they doing for us right now that's helping us win a Super Bowl in the future? They're not. Okay? In my opinion, these are guys who are taking paychecks, and that's it. Look, like, I get that you want to, make this a collaborative effort with the fans, but I have no idea why Landon Dickerson looks like he's about to, put hay bales in his truck before a game. I don't know why we're giving that guy attention when he's injured still and he's not playing. It doesn't make much sense to me. I don't know if he did play, but he looked absolutely ridiculous. Okay? And if that's a cultural thing for him, then I apologize, but come on. Let's come to games at least looking professional. Okay, I would say that Cam Newton looks more professional oftentimes, looking like an old lady with a babushka on her head, with a bonnet on his head. He looks more professional than whatever Landon Dickerson came to the field looking like. He makes me really upset. It makes me really upset that we drafted him over Asante Samuel Jr. when the last time we drafted, a player who was injured, coming off of an injury. The fact that they didn't really play in camps or practice in camps, it really messed things up. So again, if he played in the game, I'm not sure if he played, but if he did, then I apologize. I'm wrong. I'm an idiot, and I take that back. Okay, but he did look ridiculous, so that's where I'm edging on that one. So if someone corrects me on this, then I'm wrong, and I apologize. I just didn't really notice him in the game. And the only thing I really noticed was the fact that the team was playing like garbage. So, and I know it's preseason, but, we're going to have to use some of those guys on the field.